Video game girls who broke the internet. Every decade, one or two video game characters rise beyond their games and become internet phenomena. We're talking about millions of memes, endless debates, design analyses, and controversies that reached far beyond the gaming community. Today, we're looking at the female characters who changed the internet forever. From characters that most people barely know to others that leave you wondering why millions of players love them. Stay with me, because every character on this list has a story bigger than you think. Let's begin.
Ada Wong is one of the most captivating video game characters ever created. So captivating that it's easy to fall in love with her. First introduced in 1998 in Resident Evil 2, she evolved from what seemed like a supporting character into one of the most iconic women in gaming history. What makes Ada stand out is her elegant appearance. Her signature long red dress and her breathtaking figure make it feel as though she's the one pursuing you, not the other way around. Ada is incredibly calm. She rarely raises her voice and always speaks with confidence and composure. Even in the most dangerous situations, she constantly hides her true intentions, making her impossible to read. That mystery is one of the biggest reasons players became so attached to her, because people are naturally drawn to behavior they can't fully explain. With every new Resident Evil release, Ada once again dominates social media. When the Resident Evil 4 remake was revealed, platforms like X, Reddit, and YouTube were flooded with discussions about her redesigned look. Thousands of fan art illustrations and cosplay recreations appeared within just a few days. Some people even went as far as creating 3D videos inspired by her, though we won't get into the details of those. To this day, many gamers consider Ada Wong the perfect example of the mysterious woman archetype.
When Nier Automata was released in 2017, no one expected one of its characters to become a global phenomenon within just a few days. But that's exactly what happened with 2B, the combat android who went on to become one of the most iconic video game characters of the last decade. What immediately caught the internet's attention was her unique design. She wears an elegant black Gothic-inspired dress paired with high heels, along with a black visor that covers her beautiful eyes for most of the game. Physically, 2B has a distinctive and highly attractive silhouette that makes her instantly recognizable. After the game's release, the internet exploded with discussions about her. Platforms like X, Reddit, and YouTube were flooded with images and videos of 2B, and she quickly became one of the most popular subjects for fan art and cosplay worldwide. Even people who had never played Nier Automata recognized her name because of how massively she spread across the internet. Ironically, despite her attractive appearance and the way many people view her, players often forget one important fact: 2B isn't human at all.
Can you fuck it?
Excuse me?
Can you fuck it?
No.
Come on.
She's simply an android built for combat. The character became so successful that several game studios tried to replicate the formula, with Stellar Blade being the most notable example. The similarities were obvious enough that many players immediately compared the two games. The connection became even stronger when 2B herself appeared as a guest character in Stellar Blade, making the comparison between the two franchises even more prominent.
Some characters become famous because they're part of a game story, but Evelyn completely broke that rule. The surprising part is that she doesn't actually exist in Baldur's Gate 3. She never appears in the story or in any official quest. Instead, she's a fan-made character, created using the game's character creator and a collection of mods. The story began in 2023 when Framacraft started posting short TikTok videos featuring his custom character, Evelyn. At first, she was just another player-created character like thousands of others, but her striking design, expressive face, and calm, elegant demeanor made many people believe she was an official character from the game. Within just a few weeks, edits featuring Evelyn spread across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Even people who had never played Baldur's Gate 3 were asking, who is this character? Is she the main protagonist? And how can I play as her? When in reality, she wasn't part of the game at all. As her popularity continued to grow, Framacraft released a tutorial showing players how to recreate Evelyn using a set of mods. Soon, thousands of players began making their own versions of her, and she quickly became one of the most famous fan-made characters in the Baldur's Gate 3 community, inspiring an enormous wave of fan art, cosplay, and cinematic edits. What truly made Evelyn stand out was her calm personality, confident gaze, and the perfect balance between elegance and mystery in her design. Many players became attached to her, and some even bought Baldur's Gate 3 specifically to recreate and play as Evelyn rather than the game's story itself. Perhaps that's what makes Evelyn so unique. She isn't an official protagonist, and she doesn't have a story written by the developers, yet she still became one of the most recognizable figures in the Baldur's Gate 3 community, and one of the internet's strangest examples of how a fan-made character can become an icon almost overnight. Mida first appeared in Me-Side, which was released in late 2024. Within just a few days, she became one of the most talked about horror game characters on the internet. Even though the game was developed by a small indie team, Mida captured the attention of millions of players thanks to her unusual concept. At first glance, Mida looks like a sweet and friendly anime girl. She wears simple clothing, has dark hair, and carries an innocent smile that makes her seem like an ordinary character from a cozy life simulation game. But that impression doesn't last long. As the story progresses, her true personality slowly emerges, transforming the game's peaceful atmosphere into one filled with tension and psychological horror. What makes Mida so memorable is her obsessive devotion. Once she becomes attached to you, she will never let you go, and if you try to leave her, your chances of survival are practically non-existent. Her popularity wasn't driven by the game alone. Countless edits featuring Mida went viral across social media, introducing her to millions of people who had never even played Me-Side. Some of those edits became so popular that they completely took over the internet for a while.
When the first trailer for Resident Evil Village was revealed in 2021, everyone expected the conversation to be about the zombies or the new monsters. Instead, one character completely stole the spotlight from the entire game: Lady Dimitrescu. Standing at nearly 2.9 meters, 9 feet 6 inches, wearing an elegant white dress, black gloves, and a sophisticated wide-brimmed hat, she looked like an aristocratic noblewoman straight out of a classic horror film. Her striking appearance left a lasting impression from the very first moment. The internet's reaction quickly reached an unexpected level. Thousands of fans jokingly posted comments like, "I wish she were chasing me instead of the monsters," or "I wouldn't even run away." The phrase "step on me" became one of the internet's most popular memes associated with her, referring to her towering height and commanding presence rather than anything related to the game's story. The hype became so massive that Capcom officially revealed her height, confirming that she stands approximately 2.9 meters, 9 feet 6 inches, including her hat and high heels, after the internet was flooded with debates and speculation about her actual height. Even though Lady Dimitrescu's screen time is relatively short compared to other characters in the game, she still became one of the biggest icons in horror gaming. To this day, whenever she appears in a new image, collaboration, or promotional material, she instantly returns to the spotlight on social media as if she never left.